everybody, welcome to the Sound Test Stream. Today we are taking a look at DRAMBO, and in particular we are taking a look at the Play Pit expansion pack that you can buy that's designed by Child of the Corn Dog. Now, you know we did the Child of the Corn Dog Moral 15 pack the other night, and yeah, everybody was saying, yeah, you should try the DRAMBO stuff. Yeah, try that. And I'm like, I don't use DRAMBO. DRAMBO scares me. Anyway, so I downloaded the pack and everything. Now I'm going to show you exactly how you do that, because there's a little bit of jiggy pokery you have to do to get it to install okay. But it's not. It's when you know how, it's that easy. So that what you've just listened to was 3 of the patches from Hi, Child of the Corn Dog is here. Hello. What you've just heard is 3 of the patches. One of them called Domed, and one called Split Kit number 1, which is a drum one, and another one called Buffed. And I've assembled the 3 of them together to make kind of one project. I haven't recorded any sequences and stuff. I probably won't do that tonight. But what this pack has done for me is totally got me back into DRAMBO. Absolutely, been watching tons of videos, got loads of cool information off Child. When I was setting this up. So yeah, hi Russ, hi Audible, hi Colin, hi Wall, hi Stephen, hello Joe, hi Child, and anyone else who's here who's watching who isn't in the chat feed. Anyway, so this thing is spectacularly good. But what we're going to do first, what we'll do is we'll go like this. We'll go new, and we're going to go new here in the projects at the top. And I'm just going to create 8 tracks MIDI to CV. Which is totally blank and empty. And what the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the actual pack and then reinstall it so you can see exactly how it's done. Okay. Now the pack I think costs $6.50 maybe. I think Child will let us know what the price is. But I'm not kidding you. It's worth it. It's worth getting DRAMBO just for these. And now I've got DRAMBO, I've been doing all sorts of insane cool stuff with it, which wasn't anything to do with that as well. So it's really got me back into it. First of all, we're going to press this little plus here. And then we're going to make sure we're on generator. And then where it says instrument rack, we're going to tap the little hamburger. And you'll see there that you've got Child of the Corn Dog P Pits, which is Play Pits. Okay, so we can close that up, and we're going to swipe that to the left and delete it. Okay, and then we're going to close this, hit the little plus again. Okay, and this time we're going to keep on generator. We're going to scroll down to Flexi Sampler here and tap this, and you'll see more COTD. These are the samples that are used in the pack. I'll explain more as we go. But what we're going to do there again is just delete those. So now they don't exist in DRAMBO. They don't exist on my iPad in DRAMBO. So how do we get them into DRAMBO? Well, first of all, you go and buy them and you download them. Okay, and they will download to your Files app. Okay, and you don't need to put them anywhere in particular in the Files app. You just remember to need where you downloaded them. Now I basically just left them in the download section, and I'll show you in a sec. So that's all you need to do. You download them and then you open DRAMBO. Okay, so this is important. You open DRAMBO, you hit the little plus, okay? You make sure you're on generator and you go to instrument rack. You tap on the little hamburger icon and make sure you're in the top level of the instrument rack. I mean, you can put them anywhere. You can put them in factory. You can make a new folder. It's easier for me, just put them in the top level, and probably will be for you too if you're not like kind of au fait with DRAMBO. That's it. So you tap on this instrument rack and then you put import folder. Okay, so import folder. So we go to import folder and then you go and locate where you've put your downloads from. Now you can see that I've already they're in my downloads. See, downloads. And then we're going to choose, the first one we're going to choose is this COTCDP Pits, which is the actual presets. And then we're just going to put done. Okay. And there they are. They have arrived. There they is. Okay. So we'll just close this again, hit the little plus, and this time we're going to go to our Flexi Sampler, open the little hamburger icon. This is important. hit samples, so you're in the top level. They have to be imported into the top level of the sample library. Okay, so that's how you do it. You just basically, it'll open like this, and then you just go samples. Again, you import folder. You could, if you haven't already located where you are, you can just go and find them. And then this one here, you can close this. You chose COTCD play pits, this one, and these are the samples that are required to run the patches. Fine, just hit done. Okay, and they'll be downloaded. There they are. Look, there they are in your samples. And these are these. Now you can use these. You can use these samples in your. You just can't redistribute them. Okay, they you know, you obviously like any sample library, but you can obviously use the patches in your own stuff and things like this and mess them up. That's it. That's all. It's done. It's all ready to rock and roll. So we can close this. Now. Let's say we've got an 8 instruments thing set up here, but if you don't know how to do that, you just go open and it'll go templates, and you can go, well, I'm going to do 8 tracks MIDI to CV. That's fine. So we have 8 tracks worth to start with, a main and a master. You don't need to worry about all that. All you need to be worrying about right now is listening to these patches. Okay, press the plus, make sure we're on generator. Go to our instrument rack here. You can open Child of the Corn Dog P Pits thing that we've just installed. And a good place to start is probably Melodic, because this is where you'll get the most fun. So Melodic. So let's choose all sorts, and it will load the patch for us like this, and we can close that now. Of course, you can add other stuff and things like this, as you would normally expect in DRAMBO. If you're used to it, you can build a synth as big as you like. However, these are made up, basically each of the patches the Child of the Corn Dog is made up of, basically made up of 4 samples. Okay, if I play a key on my MIDI keyboard, and the samples, some of these allow you to add your own as well. Now you can automate everything in DRAMBO. I've discovered over the last couple of days. What's cool now is obviously this has been built as an instrument and compacted. We can uncompress this and see what's going on. However, we don't really need to do that to get control. So the 4 samples, here are your levels. So if I turn all the levels down, nothing. There's the first one. And then you can just use the soup or the XY pad, if you like, to morph between the samples in interesting ways. Now, you also have this very cool vary speed slider on all of the patches. And then you have your sample slice start points. Oh, look what's happened. Hi Jade, hi Sam, hi Nina. Then you have pitch controls for each of the slices, so you can do it in semitones or octaves. Now this is just one patch. You can go nuts. Then you have a filter section. You have pitches. Oh, we've done pitches. Samples. This is cool. So here you can manipulate the 4 samples that are included in each of those packs. So you've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. And of course you can solo them out. You can go in and change them if you want to as well. But if I start going too deep now, I went deep today and I was on it for an hour, just messing around with different samples and stuff. So I want to get through patches. There are links in the description where you can go and buy the pack I suggested. If you've got, Gerard would say, if you haven't even got DRAMBO, go and get it anyway now for this pack. Hi, Rustic. Another cool thing is you've got the effects, access to all the effects that have been used. So flanging. But my favourite bits are these, which are, I don't know, the P-Pit 1 and P-Pit 2. So these are your play pits sort of thing. This is great. So you've got reverb and dirt, a tremolo chamber, a disruptor, and then sometimes the disruptor level is up, sometimes it's down, so you can mess around. And then on part 2 you have pan and dissolve and pitch flick. So pitch flick sounds really cool. If we go higher up and then we go into our effects again and we bring up the wet level of our and the feedback. Let's go back into part 2 with pitch flick. Hi, Brad. So you can really go in and mess around with them. But this P-Pit 1, these 4 here. Listen, check this out. So we've got the frame, the reverb and dirt. But this is the thing is this is you get the same thing for each patch. So I just want to get through the idea behind the way it's been set up. And then you have tremolo chamber. Disrupt. So let's put the disrupt level up a bit. So then we have our mix. Now I'm using one track. I've not recorded any sequence and one patch. Okay, now there you go. It's spectacular. It's just so good. The cool thing is we don't have to keep changing the instruments. Let's get back into this one. We don't need to keep, we could select keys as well. We don't need to keep going out and changing them. It's because we have a little forwards and backwards to select the next patch. So we'll go to the next patch, which is called Bella. Let's go to our mixer. Well, like I said, with the like the same with the other ones, you have the options for the sample start slices, the play pits, so we could like go to now. Over the next, I'm going to get into DRAMBO for demoing different things. So we'll, if you're not familiar with DRAMBO, over the next course of the next few weeks, you probably will be, because I'll start using it like I used AUM, so you can get familiar with like recording sequences in there. The cool thing about DRAMBO is it's also, the whole thing is also in AUV3. So now the kind of thing that I did, at the beginning, all I did there is we can close the master. But if I hit the little plus here, and then go to my instrument rack again, and then I can add. Look. Let's go to the drums now. These are kind of like bonuses. Like we could add. Let's add split kit number 1, because one is like you can play, and the other one kind of sequencer. I think the one's the sequencer type ones. So all I've done is add that next to this, and now they'll both play together. No, they won't. This is key. So there's the drum one, which we can mess with. Go and disrupt that up a bit, eh? Shall we? If we want to hear both of them at the same time, all we need to do is add a mixer and connect both of them together. So that's super simple. You just tap on here, and down the side list here, because processors like effects modulators like LFOs, etc. If you just go to mixer here, and I've been adding a layers mixer, so just tap a layers mixer, and then do another tap for the amount of instruments you've got sort of stacked up, and then just tap on like either 1 or 2. So obviously instrument 1 is our first one here, our Bella one. So if we just tap on our little connector here, which is the one that looks like a squiggly line, looks like a waveform, we tap on this, we can scroll back and we can connect it to that there, like, and then if we go back here and tap on number 2 and tap on the squiggly line, we can connect it to this, and now we've got both of them playing at the same time, and we've got control over the mix, of course. Now these are of course also obviously they are tempo sensitive, so if we go one, change the tempo. So that's how you add instruments. And then if you wanted to save these instruments as a project, then all you'd need to do is go in there and go save as. You could change the name there to, let's see, Doug Test, I don't know, 2, and then just save. And then that would be, when you open, would be in Doug Test 2. Doug 1 was the thing we did at the beginning. Very nice. Right, anyway, so let us crack on. Anytime we want, now of course this is saved, so I could come back to it at some point in the future. To get rid of a rack or an instrument or anything in DRAMBO, you literally just hold on to it there and, oops, hang on a sec, just drag it down and it will disappear, or long hold on it and you'll get the option to delete. Long holding is also how you build instruments and make them I'm going to cover this in a different video. Anyway, so let's go along to our next one here, which is called Brass Bind. What we could also do is, if we wanted to make that maybe a little bit louder, well, I can get rid of that as well, actually. The mixer, don't need the mixer. If we wanted to make that a bit louder, we could go into processor and we could add maybe a, let's see, processor, we could add a compressor. And I'm just going to add this compressor and connect it. Actually, I don't even know if I need to connect it, but we shall see. So I'm going to add, and I'm going to add something. I'm going to add a, just to show you that you can, I'm going to add an audio unit. So we'll add beef. And then we can just close it then. You see our beef has been added to the end of our chain, and we haven't needed to do anything at all. So you can add your AUV3s and everything as well, so it's cool beans. I've built some big AUV3 multi-instruments and saved them as just one instrument, which, because it's really cool, that is, because what it means is now I can go into AUM or anything or Cubasis, load in DRAMBO and load in my one kind of super patch. It's just one instrument sort of thing. So awesome stuff. And like I said, anytime you want, you can go into the samples page here and you can actually just change out the samples. It tells you where they're located as well, upper right sort of thing, so, upper left. So you can manipulate the sample. Look at it, see what's going on. Awesome stuff. Let's go on to our BUFT patch. Mixer for each of the samples. So what I am going to show you, I'll set up the instruments as well. We can open more from there. So I'm going to go with processor, generator, instrument rack. You get some bonus stuff, like it's a basic kit and basic vinyl kit, and then you get some defaults, which I think sets up sort of blanks that you can put your own samples in, sort of thing. Then you get some drums. You get a couple of drum kits, which you heard the split kit 01. Excuse me, but the melodics are the ones where most of the patches are. Now you can see we've only got up to messing around with the BUFFT because of explaining other stuff. So these are going to feature in other videos I'm going to do, because I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to start to use DRAMBO a bit more. Because I can use it like I use AUM. I can use it like to demo AUV3s. I can use it to build super instruments. I can use this to sequence, make tracks, songs, etc. I will say this is the beta of DRAMBO still. I've been on the beta for years because they keep updating it, you know. So it's cool. So let's check Clockwork Pad out now. What's nice as well is if I was to record a sequence here now. Well, let's do it. Let's just do it. I'm gonna just extend my thing to I'll extend it to 16, so as we've got like 16 beats. So we've got like 4 bars, if you like. And then I'm going to, I think everything's set up actually for me to record. Yeah, so metronome to record. So, and then I'll show you. I'll just leave it on record, and then we can start manipulating all this cool stuff. And again, like this is just one track, one instrument, one track, first scene, if you like. So these are your scenes. These are your tracks. Anyway, so let's go now. Arm and. You can see it here. And then we're in. I'll wait till it comes around and start manipulating. Done deal. Let's go to our other part. Oh, now, like I said, this is the beta of DRAMBO, and occasionally it does do that. It does crash. So, anyway, I have sent loads of reports back anyway. But let's go on with. Let's put on back where we were. Oh, let's go with Dark Ascent now. But you get the idea. You can record your patches in and stuff, and then manipulate all the audio. I mean, for me, these sounds are just brilliant. This one's called Domed. Oh, they're just evil. I'm pretty sure you can automate everything as well. But the idea here is, like Charles said, is that it's just to play around. It's a play pit. It's great. Let's try that again, shall we? I'll just times it again to, we can, I think we can have up to 64, which is what, that's four bars, 8 bars, 16 bars maybe. So I'm gonna record that. So we've got 16. I've turned record off now. Let's go to our next patch. And of course that would play the sequence because it's MIDI. Just epic. It's epic. This one's called Gloob. I'm only holding one note. Guys, if you're enjoying the video, please strike the like, subscribe to the channel, consider becoming a Patreon, please, or make a one-off donation, or a super chat, or a super sticker, or buy some merch. With all that out of the way, I'll carry on. Try and get a few more in. Sounds. I'll let you say ta-ra to each other for a few minutes. Thank you very, very much for joining me this evening, where we took a look at DRAMBO and the Play Pit pack by Child of the Corn Dog. All the information to buy the pack is in the description below. I suggest if you haven't already got it and you own Drambo, you should definitely just go and get it. It's just brilliant. It's my kind of sound pack. Drambo can be completely ordinary as well, of course. I'll see you guys tomorrow, where we'll be continuing with the Tangerine Dream track that we started the other night. Oh, thanks, Ivan. Bless you. With the Tangerine Dream track that we started the other night with Synthmaster 2 and Cubase's 3. I had another couple of bits of that yesterday, I think. And Jade is doing Play Beat, or as she's put in her description, Play Neat at 9.